Richard went silent for some time. No notoriety at all, if he ever had any. You could say he laid low. For a 6-month period, not even the neighbors saw him. Nothing at all, just reclusion inside his house. He wasn't very outgoing, so it's hard to tell if anyone else could have possibly noticed it. The neighbors were relieved at least the boy reduced his level of ungodly noise to 0, and that was enough for them. I can't blame them. There are no records of those 6 months, no journal entries, no incidents of any kind. And according to what I could learn from the family, he spent most of his time inside his room. Japanese culture has a word for people in this situation: hikimori. I don't know if Richard was trying to make himself one of those or if it just happened. Both things are equally possible. He took a new habit: going out at night. That was an absolute first for him. He was outside at night only a few times in his college years. But in the streets, that was a big no. I can't follow his thought process. I don't know how he found enough courage just to step outside the door, nor can I think what he was expecting. This was a young man who had lived a sheltered life and had no idea about the ways of the world. The ways of a world that scared him and rejected him. How did it start is something that will remain a mystery. What is clear is that at some point, he met Sheila, a 54-year-old sex worker. He called her the Scarlet Woman, a figure, for lack of a better word, in Crowley's writing. Richard became a regular client. She declined to speak for the most part, but she did share something with me. Half of the time, he paid for her time and only her time. He would go and find her in the street, pay 1 hour in a cheap hotel, pay for her time, and then he would go sit down on the bed and talk. Just talk. I'm sure there are websites where you can speak with people for free. Sheila introduced him to Robert Spetnak, also known as Eric Bausch, Theodore Smith, John Strout, and Maximilian Jameson. Real name unknown. Whereabouts unknown. She says they didn't meet with her, but on their own. She facilitated the link by just giving one the other's phone number, which is silly. At that point, Richard still didn't have a cell phone, and landlines were already almost a thing of the past. They had a lot of things in common, she said, after I gave her another $100. First of all, they both needed a friend. I thought it was a match made in heaven. I disagree. I thought I would have more money after that, but instead they came less often until they didn't visit me anymore, she said, after I gave her another $50. I really don't understand her surprise there, but it made sure that there's a lot more that she just isn't saying. Not to me. Certainly not to law enforcement. CCTV footage revealed that Richard started going to the apartment in Woodrow Lane, where the artifacts for the following attacks were made. About 8 months before the nightmare truly started. The second month, after his first visit, he was recorded every single day, almost always entering around 2 p.m. and leaving for the day after 7 p.m. In the middle, he would go out and come back several times, rarely less than 5. As good as I can figure, I guess it seems he was the errand boy. The other 4 people entering that apartment haven't been identified, but there's some very strong suspicions on the only girl in that group. She fits the description of Lara, Richard's only girlfriend, and it doesn't surprise me in the least. What does surprise me is the fact that Richard always denied working with anyone, even after being confronted with all that evidence.
For another story, tune in next Tuesday. Meanwhile, watch another video. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check the description for our social media. And sleep well.
If you can.